Welcome students. We'll start chapter 7 stock valuation. The outline of this chapter will be the 7.1 will talk about the basics of stock, and chapter 7.2 will talk about mechanics of stock trades, how the stock trades in the exchange. The third subsection will talk about the dividend discount model, or we call it TDM. Then we'll talk about estimating the dividend in the DDM model, limitations of the DDM, share repurchase and total payout model, and all we will put together. Let's start now. The basics of stock. Normally when we are talking about stock, it is a common stock. So the common stock, if it is listed in the stock exchange, it will have a ticker, and the ticker symbol will be used for trading the particular stock. Let us see the example for Nike. The ticker symbol is NKE, and when we go through the kind of stock information, we find like this. That means 60.39 is the price of the stock in June 25th, 2013, the time when you saw the market closed. That means 60.39 is the closing price, and the open price was 60.42, and 52-week high, low, the range of price, the dividend yield, earning per share, all these kind of basic informations we get from the particular quote. So this is the way a stock is getting traded in the exchange. So the common stockholders get some voting right. The voting right can be either straight voting right or cumulative voting right. So let us now first explain what is straight voting. For example, there are two shareholders in a company called Muhammad and Ahmad, and Muhammad has 600 shares, Ahmad has 400 shares. In that case, Muhammad has 600 votes. If it is straight voting, Muhammad has 600 votes, Ahmad has 400 votes, and for each director's voting, for example, they will elect 10 directors for the management of the company. So for each director, Muhammad will cast 600 votes, Ahmad will cast 400 votes, and in all cases, Muhammad's candidate will win. So the minority shareholder, that is Ahmad, he will not have any director in the board. All the directors will be elected by Muhammad because he has 600 shares. So this is a problem. The minority interest is not protected. Then cumulative voting right came. Most of the companies, the shareholders, common stockholders will have cumulative voting. How it works? Same example. Muhammad has 600 votes, 600 shares, Ahmad has 400 shares. Their total shares are 1000. Now they decided to elect 10 directors. So total vote is 1000, number of directors are 10, therefore 10 multiplied by 1000 is equal to total 10,000 votes are there. Out of 10,000 votes, Muhammad got 6,000 votes, 60%, Ahmad got 4,000 votes, 40% vote. Now they will vote for the candidates. Each director to win needs 1000 votes. So Muhammad will have 6 candidates in the board, Ahmad will have 4 candidates in the board. Because Muhammad has 6,000 votes, he can give 1000 vote to one director so that director will win. For the second director, he will give another 1000 vote, second one win. He has 6,000, already 2,000 gone, another 4,000. Third director, he will give 1,000, he will win. Fourth, 1,000, he will win. 5, 6. So 6 directors Muhammad will have, 4 directors Ahmad will have. So both of them will have a voice in the board because there is no one who has the 100% directors in the board. So cumulative voting works in that way. So most of the companies, the cumulative voting works. Straight voting normally you find rarely. Now in that discussion, another kind of thing added, that is classes of stock. You know, normally big companies, particularly family owned promoter based companies, they have they float different classes of common stock. Normally class A stock, class B stock, class C stock, like that, class S stock. If we take the example of Nike, the same example given in the book, Nike has two classes of stock, class A stock, class B stock. You know, the founder of Nike is Phil Nike. He holds all the class A category stock. So the founder of Nike, Phil Nike, holds all the class A stocks, and general public holds the class B stock. Class A stock having right to elect 9 out of 12 directors in the company. My God, you see, Nike company will have 12 directors all time. Out of 12 directors, Class A stock has got right to elect 9 directors. Only Class B can elect 3 directors. Class A will elect 9 directors. That means Class A stocks are more powerful. And who holds this? Phil Nike holds this. Who is he? He is the promoter of the company. Similar example, if we take Google, you will find class A stock, class B stock. And in later on 2014, class C has been added. So class A stock held by general public. It is sold to the general public. Class B stock held by founders and managers. What is the class B stock specialty? Class B stock has 10 times higher voting right than class A stock. You see, if there are 11 directors, 10 directors will be elected by class B. Only one director will be elected by class A because class B stocks are 10 times having more voting right than class A stock. Later on in 2014, class A stock are split, class C stock has been generated, and class C stock has no voting right. Therefore, classes of stocks are being working in this way. So the promoters and the managers, they keep the class, a specific class of stock who get more voting right, who get special preference in voting right. Like Nike case, the 9 directors are elected by the promoter holding the class A stock. In Google, class B stocks have 10 times more voting right than class A stocks. So this way the classes of stock works. Now we will see the shareholder right. The shareholders normally once in a year, normally there is an annual general meeting takes place, which we normally call as AGM. In the AGM, what happens? The shareholders, they elect the board of directors, and the important proposals are being discussed there. The general shareholders can ask question to the managers, and all the kind of management discussion and analysis takes place in the annual general meeting. Normally, for example, this is about annual general meeting, very important. So voting is done by the shareholders in the annual general meeting. Now, if a shareholder cannot attend the annual general meeting, but he has shares, that means he has votes, he wants to cast his vote, then he can send a written authorization for someone else to vote for the candidate who cannot attend. For example, Ahmad cannot attend the Asian, but he has 4,000 votes. He can send, for example, Abdullah to vote for Ahmad. It is possible. In the proxy written format, he will give to Abdullah that I authorize Mr. Abdullah to vote for me. That is called proxy voting. Because in a general body meeting, similar kind of proxies work. Many shareholders, they cannot come, so they send some proxy. So the candidates who who stand in the election, they start influencing the person who are not attending. They can say, kindly give the proxy right to us or our candidate so that they can win. This is called proxy contest. Now we come to the next type of stock, which is known as preferred stock. As the name itself suggests, it is having certain preferential rights over the equity stock. So, what are the preferential rights? Preferential rights regarding getting fixed rate of dividend, preferential right regarding repayment of their capital before the equity capital during the liquidation. So, because they are getting this stocks get preferential rights, so it is named as preferred stock. There are many different types of preferred stock like participating, non-participating, cumulative, non-cumulative. We will see the cumulative versus non-cumulative preferred stock. What is a cumulative preferred stock? Name itself is cumulative. Here the dividend gets cumulated if not paid this time. The preferred stock gets the fixed rate of dividend. If a company cannot pay the dividend in a particular year, for example, due to the COVID-19, a company could not pay the dividend in 2020 to the cumulative shareholders, preferred shareholders, then the dividend will be cumulated to 2021. If not paid in 2021, then the dividend of 2020 and 2021 will be cumulated to 2022 till it is paid. It will be cumulated year after year if it is a cumulative preferred stock. On the other hand, if it is a non-cumulative preferred stock, what happens? The dividend is paid at fixed rate at the same year. Due to any reason, if not paid, like for COVID-19, the dividend could not be paid in 2020. It will not be cumulated to 2021. The dividend of 2020 will be paid in 2020. Dividend of 2021 will be paid in 2021. Due to any reason, if not paid, not paid. It will not be paid in future. So it becomes khalli walli in that case, isn't it? So that's called non-cumulative preferred stock. Now we will see what are the treatment. Preferred stock is debt or equity. It is a hybrid kind of instrument. In certain area, it is treated as a debt. In certain areas, it is treated as an equity. Like the payment of dividend at a fixed rate is like a debt. Debt is paid a fixed rate of coupon. Same like preferred is given a fixed rate of dividend. So like debt, preferred stockholder get fixed rate of dividend. Similarly, during the time of liquidation of the company, insolvency of the company, preferred holders will get the capital back before the equity holders. Like the debt holder, preferred holder also will get the dividend before the equity holders. Sorry. Now we will see how it is treated as an equity. Tax treatment is like equity. Debt holders are, because of debt, the company gets the tax shield. Why? Because debt interest is paid before the tax payment. Debt interest is paid before the tax is paid. But preferred dividend is paid after the tax is paid. Like equity, the preferred dividend is paid after the tax paid, preferred dividend is paid. So no tax shield because of preferred stock. So it is like equity. Similarly, voting right, normally if their interest is not getting affected, they don't have any voting right, like debt holder. Now we'll see the second part, which is called the mechanics of stock trade. We have market orders in the stock trading process. What is a market order? It means you don't specify a price. Rather, you want the order to execute immediately at the most favorable price available. Say, for example, you are putting an order to the dealer for buying 100 stocks of Sabik. Then, whatever best price available in the market, your dealer will make the trade for you. Because you have only mentioned the quantity, you have not mentioned any price, then it becomes a market order. On the other hand, if you wanted to specify a maximum price you are ready to pay, for example, you say 87 Riyal and 100 stocks of Sabik. That means your dealer will wait. If you want to buy 100 stocks of Sabik at 87 Riyal, your dealer will wait till the stock price reaches to 87. Once it reaches 87 or less, he will buy for you. Same like if your friend wants to sell Sabik stocks at 91, 100 stocks at 91, then your dealer will wait till the price reaches 91. Then he will sell the stock. 91 or more than 91, not less than 91, because your friend has given a limit to the dealer. 91 is my threshold price. So dealer will wait. When 91 selling means 91 or more, he will sell. Buying means if you have ordered 87 for buying 100 stocks, he will wait till 87 or less. He will buy for you. That is called limit order. Now, round lot. In market parlance or market language, normally 100 stocks are taken as a round lot. And multiples of 100 stocks are taken as round lots. Means there is no kind of complication. Straight, round 100 lots. And these are considered as normally small lots. 100 stock means it is a small lot because millions of stocks are being traded. So 100 stock means it is a small order. When there are small round lots, it normally takes place automatically through a system called super display book system. Small orders such as round lots, 2 round lots, 5 round lots like that would typically be transmitted electronically through the stock exchange by a system called SDPS. The super display book system of the dealer executes the order if it is a small round lot, maybe through 3, 5, 10 round lots. The order takes place automatically to the stock exchange. Now, because we discussed about round lot, who is going to trade? For example, you want to buy. SDBS will make your trade in milliseconds. Then who will sell? In a New York Stock Exchange, there is a person called specialist. Specialist holds trading license at the stock exchange and acts as a market maker for the particular stock. For example, Apple's stock. For example, General Electrical stock, IBM stock, Nike stock, any stock. So there will be specialist for the particular stock. He maintains orderly trading and stepping in to provide liquidity when it is needed. So small orders will automatically execute against the specialist inventory in a few milliseconds. As I told you, there will be the specialist will hold a good quantity of stock with him. If someone wants to sell, there is no buyer, specialist will buy it. If someone wants to buy, there is no seller, specialist will sell it. Means specialist made the SDBS system. The SDBS in milliseconds that trade will take place against the inventory of the specialist. And specialist is there to provide liquidity for the stock. Then who is a floor broker? Normally, if it is a small order, small round lots, we have SDBS and specialist is maintaining the stock. SDBS will take that, make the trade possible in milliseconds. But if there are large and complex orders like 25,000 stocks of IBM, 17,000 stocks of Apple, 32,000 stocks of HP. So these are all large orders. Sometimes there is no round lot orders, there are complex orders. 3,973 stocks of Walmart. It's a complex order. So for such large or complex orders, manual interference is required. The process requires people to interfere. SDBS cannot work. SDBS for multiple round lots, single round lot or multiple round lots. If there are round lots, simple SDBS will take in milliseconds. But when there are complex orders, large orders, manual interference, manual involvement comes. Those manual involvement are done by people. Those people are known as floor broker. Floor broker is a person at the New York Stock Exchange with a trading license. Of course, he has a license and he represents the orders on the floor, balancing the speed and price to get the best deal to the trader, to the buyer, to the seller. For both of them, he works as a mediator in the exchange on the floor. He gives the bid, he gives the ask. Bid is the buying price of the dealer, ask is the selling price of the dealer. And difference between bid and ask is known as the spread. So he takes care of all these things. When it is a round lot or multiples of round lots, SDBS takes the action. Against whom the action takes place? Against the inventory of the specialist, SDBS takes the deal, makes that deal in milliseconds. But when there are complex orders, big orders, large orders, floor brokers gets involved and the trade takes place. Then what about dealer? Dealer is normally dealer is available in the fully electronic exchanges like NASDAQ. In NASDAQ, multiple dealers always operate and they float their bid price and ask price online. Whoever gives the order, they execute the order for them, for their own account and for their customer's account. So always dealers will float the quote. Anyone wants to execute, buy or sell, he can put the order to the dealer. Dealer will execute it for himself or for his own account and for his customer's account. So before going to the 7.3 dividend discount model, let me stop the recording here.